From unique ways to unlock new colors for your wallpaper section, and whenever CarPlay connects, it plays cool chimes. In this video, let me go ahead and share with you some amazing new tips and tricks that I found that I'd like to share with you, so you could also get the best CarPlay experience possible when you're using it on your vehicle. And as always, timestamps to all this stuff that we'll be talking about will be in the description down below for your pleasure. Now, if you like your CarPlay unit to automatically play a sound when it connects, like in our case, I have an airport, like the airplane chime when the airplane's about to take off. But I've seen people have like Jarvis, memorable kids moments, movie references and stuff like that. It's easy. As all you need to do is go on your phone and just go on Google and type in like an MP3 file of some sort. So in my case, I just type in a flight cabin chime and it took me to this page, and just go ahead and select download and just select download to your device. And as soon as you download that file, just make sure you remember where that file was located, because next you're going to launch the shortcut app on your device. And in launching the Apple shortcut app, select automations on the bottom. And here I already went ahead and created it, but I'm going to create it from scratch. So I'm going to delete it. Tap plus on the top right, search up CarPlay right in here. And then you want to make sure run immediately is check marked. From there, select next. And then where it says create new shortcut, select that. And then just go ahead and type in files in this little search column. And you want to select the file icon right here underneath it. This one where it says file. From here, select the file. And then this is where you want to memorize the location of that MP3 file. It has to be an MP3 for it to work. Select it, tap open. And then at this point where it says search action, down here, type in play sound. And then once you do that, just select the check mark on top. And now you have set up that automation. So now if I turn off the car and then open the door for the vehicle to reset, and I go ahead and turn it on, as you heard, it made the airplane chime, which is quite unique. So one of the most commonly asked questions I still get today, even though I have like 4 other videos that cover this, is how to rearrange your apps. So Apple doesn't allow us to long hold and like move them around as well as delete, unfortunately. If you like to remove some of these apps you don't use on CarPlay, as well as rearrange some of your favorite ones to be in front, it's really easy. Go ahead and grab your paired iPhone and go and launch the setting app on your device. On this page, scroll down and go into the general tab, and then go into the CarPlay tab. Select CarPlay. Make sure you select the correct vehicle you're connected to. So in our case, we're using a Telluride. And then select apps. And from here, if we go to the first page as an example, so this part, you can just click on the hamburger icon. You can rearrange them just like so. And if there's an app you just don't feel like you ever use, let me see if I can find a good example. Downcast. So let's scroll down to Downcast. Select the little red circle with the white line in the middle. And then delete. And you'll notice in real time, it does delete it. So that's how you could customize it. Now, new for iOS is the Widget tab. I don't know why it's laggy. I think it's because I'm just screen recording and just doing a lot. And my phone's on fire because the wireless charger on these cards just overheat your device. But these widget pages, you could customize this to whatever you like to do. There's support for third-party apps. Same concept if you like to customize it and rearrange it. Maybe add like a photo or something like that as an example. Just go ahead and launch your CarPlay app in the same CarPlay menu that we left off on the CarPlay settings. Instead of the app, you select Widgets. In the Widget tab, this is where you can go ahead and edit your stacks. And depending on the size screen you have, it could support 1, 2, 3, I believe even 4 and some. But from here, you could click and drag them, reorganize them. And then you can also disable the smart rotate if you don't like them to automatically rotate depending on the environment you're in. Same goes for widget suggestions. You could disable that. This way they stay fixed when you last left it. That's how I typically run it. And if you have like a dark color interior, you could disable the show wallpaper, and we'll just give you a black background So if you have an OLED display vehicle like this car right here, it could look really elegant having it this way. And if you go to the next page, your wallpaper is still back. It's not gone or anything like that. But that's pretty cool and nice little useful tool right there. And on stack 3, if you notice, you can include photos as well. And to customize the apps and see the other app libraries, just add your widget, and right here all your compatible apps will show up. And just keep scrolling down, you'll notice that some of your third parties right there. But select the photo app if you like to add some like memorable photos and stuff like that you like to see in your vehicle display. Now, another thing I've noticed a lot of people tend to forget is some of your favorite apps can allow you to order food on the go while you're driving, as well as fill up. So in Chevron, if you pull up to a gas station, if you use precise location enabled, just look at the gas pump number and you can select to fill up with that number. Chick-fil-A app, select the Chick-fil-A app location, select order here, mobile or carry out, personal preference, and then you'll see pictures of the food that you recently ordered. You can select this and literally go ahead and drive to your Chick-fil-A as an example and pick up your food as you check out right here on CarPlay. Pretty awesome. Domino's does the same thing too. And then real quick, folks, if you've been enjoying this video so far, like to support this channel, if you could kindly take 2 seconds to hit that like button and like, that really does help out the channel, as that allows the channel to be powered by you guys viewers, which is why you don't see brand sponsorship segments taking like a minute or 2 off your time for like a VPN or something like that. That ruins the moment when I'm watching these type of informative videos. And thanks to you guys, but just hitting that like button and like allows the channel to be powered directly from you, not brand. So thank you so much for those that took the time on doing that. Let's carry on. So recently, AI apps started showing up now on third-party CarPlay app support, as we have ChatGPT here, and pretty soon we're going to get more CarPlay AI virtual voice assistants. Now, AI is pretty useful because it allows you to actually have a nice conversation, unlike Siri, where it could help you along the way of your road trips, such as checking the weather conditions on your arrival, search for nearby gas prices, or even keep you entertained in terms of like trivia and stuff like that if you don't have passengers in your car. Or you could do like fun group games too. And if you're a thinker or you have some general questions, ChatGPT or other AI platforms that support CarPlay will easily allow you to brainstorm stuff, and will keep notes in case you like to right here in your recently asked questions. As you see me, I was brainstorming for this video. So definitely do experiment with like ChatGPT or other AI apps. Now, depending on the kind of car you're using, you may have a full screen function. I know on some Ford vehicles, you simply just hit the arrow icon, it'll make your CarPlay screen bigger, as that is the only method you're able to use to go back to your vehicle homepage. But on most modern cars, if you see the manufacturer app right here, by selecting here, it'll just take you back to your vehicle settings. So right now we have a Star Wars theme on this Telluride, but just click on CarPlay and you'll hop back in. On those vehicles with those arrows, it doesn't have the app. You select the app to go into your vehicle's main settings. Now, customizing your CarPlay is something I see a lot of people are unaware, believe it or not. You see, not everybody is tech savvy or want to play with the settings. Don't worry, the setting app on CarPlay is super friendly. Select here, and when you launch the settings app, you have the ability to enable drive focus if you like that to be automatically enabled. But if you like to customize certain things, you could always allow your appearance to always be in dark mode. You could leave your maps to always be in dark mode too. As you see, it's already fading, easier on the eyes, honestly. But then if you go and customize icons, this is where you could also change your icons to be dark mode or feature the liquid glass design. And then you could change how aggressive you want it to be, if you like to be dark mode always, or select auto, where it automatically transition between the time of day. So as soon as it gets dark, like around 6 p.m., sunset to sunrise, icons will get darker. Personal preference, but you also have this dark auto mode here as well, which is quite interesting. But let's leave it at dark mode, because if we exit out of here, if we go on wallpapers, you can also customize wallpapers right here, as you have other color sources to choose from. You can select default black if you have a black interior car with a gorgeous OLED display. But then you have these other color choices to choose from. The iOS traditional one is this one, and you just leave it as that. And now you somewhat customize. But if you like to unlock some hidden colors, there's a cool hack. I'll consider this. You could enable a pink purple wallpaper. Because if we hop back into our settings, you'll notice we have red, right? All right, this is cool right here. So back in settings, scroll down to accessibility. In the accessibility tab where it says color filtering, this is what you'll enable if you're colorblind. So if you are colorblind, just fiddle with these settings. But I've noticed if you select green/red filter, it's hard to even tell you have like a color filter on, as most of the icons still are really easy to identify and visualize if you don't have any color blindness. In fact, I kind of prefer this now. But if you go into the wallpaper tab, you have unlocked purple/pink. It's like a hot pink color. So now this is I guess a clever way to unlock a purple color on your wallpaper. But if you flip the red and green filter, if you go back to the accessibility, now this is more of a pink color right here. Yes, some of the icons are slightly more like vivid, but a nice little clever way to give yourself additional wallpaper colors. Now I did went ahead and reverse back. Now in Apple Maps is kind of interesting because some Ford vehicles, to my knowledge, have the pinch and zoom functionality. But if your car doesn't, don't forget, if you ever need to zoom in or zoom out from a map, just double tap the screen and move your finger forward and back. Allows you to quickly hands-free just zoom in and zoom out without having to go to the far right and tap minus or plus. So a nice little trick right there. Now another thing you may have noticed is if you have a live activity or a reminder of some kind, this little column right here, if you don't want others to see, you can always just long hold and clear for this drive. And that's how you clear those type of annoying live activities if you really don't care what's going on, nor do you want your passengers to see. And if you have more than one live activity running at the same time, you can always swipe to go to the next one too. You could basically flip them like cards. It's kind of cool. Aside from that, there we have it. Those are a cool handful of tips and tricks and hidden features you could do on CarPlay to give you the best CarPlay experience. If you'd like to watch more, maybe you would like to see the more in-depth video guide of all this stuff, including clever ways to disable the autoplay media whenever your CarPlay connects. If you're watching a YouTube video or listening to like in a song or something like that, I show you a clever way how to disable that in that video right next to me. Definitely do check out that video over there to find out more amazing things you can do on CarPlay. Other than that, thank you so much for watching.